Before you write anything, the very first thing you should do is to identify the purpose. What's your reason for writing? What is it you want to accomplish? What do you want the reader to do? What result are you hoping to achieve? This applies to anything. It doesn't matter whether it's long or short, formal or informal. Identifying the purpose right at the beginning will help you with all stages of the writing process. The first step, if you are given a writing task by someone else, is to analyze the request itself. What exactly are you being asked to do? For example, when students are given a writing assignment, they should read the assignment carefully to make sure they completely understand all parts of the assignment. Similarly, if employees are given a writing task at work, then they should make sure they completely understand the requirements. So once you're clear on exactly what it is you're being assigned to do, the next step is to think about the purpose of any piece of writing in terms of one of these broad categories. Is the purpose to inform? Is it to analyze? Is it to persuade? Is it to motivate? Or is it to document? So if your purpose is to inform, then what you're doing is giving the readers information they didn't know before. And that could include a lot of things. It could include narration of events or description of a landscape. It could include giving facts and information about a topic. So, for example, maybe your purpose in writing is to give readers information about customs of a particular country. If your purpose is to analyze, then what you're doing is helping the readers to examine different aspects of a topic. For example, you might present the advantages and disadvantages of community-based mental health services. For students, an especially common purpose for writing is to persuade. In this type of writing, you take a position on a subject. And then you try to convince others of your view. For example, you might write an essay or a report in which you argue that there should be more services for homeless people. Now, good persuasive writing requires that you have a thesis statement. And that's a sentence that's usually in the beginning or in the introduction that summarizes the point that you're going to prove. If your purpose in writing is to motivate, then you want the readers to take some kind of action. So you might want them to buy something, or come to an event, or eat more healthy food. But with this type of writing, You need to be very clear in your own mind. What exactly do you want readers to do? Then when it comes time for the organizing of the writing, you're also going to need to think about when you make the request. So often in business writing, you make the request right up front and then provide the supporting information. In other cases, you might want to provide readers with information first and then end with a call to action. If your purpose in writing is to document, then you're creating a record. Maybe you're recording minutes of a meeting or observations from a safety inspection. Maybe nobody will read it. Maybe somebody will. But your purpose is to record information for future reference. There could be other purposes in writing too. For example, if you're a creative writer, the purpose could be to entertain. However, most business or academic writing can fit into these 5 categories.